Hi guys, welcome to this week's video VMG. It's the 4th delivery for fall and we're very excited about it. I'm just going to try and quickly walk you through the floor set, why I did things, my mindset, my tips and tricks for you guys, and hopefully it'll give you all you need to set your floors in your space. So we're going to start with the mannequin looks. I didn't update our men's mannequin just yet. We haven't received anything new, but I am updating our women's mannequins, and I wanted to give you a little bit of insight as to why I chose what I did. Obviously, it's September and it's still very warm, so I really wanted to keep that in mind as I was setting the mannequins and actually the entire floor. I wanted to give you guys the ability to kind of sell, buy now, wear now, and also not scare your customers, because I know we're all dealing with the customers that are walking in going like, I can't even think about fall. My intent here is to give you some tools also to overcome that objection. We do benefit from our line being designed in Los Angeles, and Angelina and Christina have gone to great lengths to make sure.
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Want these by the desk?
Yes, please.
Cool.
They've gone to great lengths to make sure that what we are receiving for fall is lightweight and as buy now, wear now as possible. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, have
We'll
a good
see you
one.
later.
Sounds good. Have a good day.
You too. So, with that in mind, I chose this gorgeous wrap dress that we did. She's already selling. She looks great on. I wanted to give you a little bit of insight onto how to style her. Obviously, it's pretty tie and go. On the interior, there's a little button. You can tell your customers that that's adjustable. There's 2 or 3 different widths that you can button on the inside, and then you're just gonna give it a nice kind of loose knot. With her sleeve, the trick here is you're gonna unbutton it, and then you're gonna cuff it up once, and then you're gonna button it almost like a French cuff. It feels a little more styled that way. You don't have to roll it up all the way because it is a nice full-length sleeve, and we want to highlight that. And I think she looks great. This is also looking great on. For your other window look, I know this feels a little heavier because the Harper is obviously a sweater. So what I was really trying to do here was, again, hint at fall, and by keeping it the kind of the monochromatic cream ecru sand, still make it feel very light. And you'll notice in this whole floor set and in this look, I'm trying to pivot away from it being like a fall look and more focus on it being a travel look. Like, think about outfitting your customer in this outfit and telling her that this is perfect for the airplane. So many of our customers are traveling right now that airplane is kind of our vibe, is like, this is what you're gonna wear when you get there, this is what you're gonna wear while you're going there. And we've seen success with that at Newport, kind of breaking customers out of that, like, I can't even think about fall, but they can think about travel and what they're gonna wear during their travels. Moving on to our hang bars. Briefly, we have another airplane interior mannequin look. How cute is this for travel? Can't you just imagine like the paparazzi taking pictures of her while she's going through LAX? So, and moving on to our racks. Again, trying to keep it light, not hot, not sweaty. So I started with the gorgeous navy polka dot print. We're starting with that dress because we're just gonna reinforce what they saw in the windows when they walk in. And then I really tried to do this as outfits. Sometimes I go by colors. With this one, I tried to go by outfits. So I do recommend that always, but especially in this instance, you're keeping a photograph of especially this section at your crash wrap for when you're doing your go backs, because it's not as simple as navy corduroy next to navy corduroy. It's a little more diverse than that. So then I did the aspen, again, reinforcing the window look, but also pairing it with that gorgeous 100% cotton. Nope, 95% cotton, 5% cashmere, so soft, sand sweater. And then I threw some green challis in there, paired it again with the aspen. And then here we have the black Quinny, which we got in white a couple of deliveries back. The Quinny, again, is like a great seller for us. And then I have the daisy dress, again, because it is warm. I wanted this front and center, and sometimes black can get a little bit lost in the rack, so this is trying to like give her time in the sun. She's also on the table, you'll see. And then we have our petal print, and then behind that, I did the Jesslyn, kind of a corduroy shacket, not shacket, shirt, long shirt, and I paired that with the Gillette legging because reinforcing that mannequin I showed you before, but also like this is a great easy outfit. Customers will literally wear these two things together. The Gillette is a legging that we've done for many, many years, so your customers may be familiar with it. They may not. It fits great. It's a great ponte. And then we have the Kathy behind that. Again, just trying to break things up so that they don't get, the darker colors don't get lost in the racks. We've got the Quinny and then the Vella, which we love that ruching. Our customers love that ruching. And then we've got the beautiful pink to, again, kind of just lighten it up for you guys. Followed by the Heidi, and then this dress, the Josie, which we did this last year in camel. It was a great seller. I'm wearing it without the tie. I'll show you later how to tie it on your mannequin and on your customers to make sure that it flies out. Customers love this fit. Then we have a little break, and then we're going into a more neutral palette. Again, think airplane, think travel, starting with that Harper, followed by the, I think I called the Vera the Aspen earlier. This is the Aspen, that's the Vera. It's all kind of gets jumbled in my head, please forgive me. But then we have the Aspen here. And then instead of putting these guys on S hooks, I put them on just regular hangers because I thought it was an interesting break in the hang bars. Like it kind of like begs you to be like, oh, what's that? Instead of it just marking a pause. So I did that again back here. We've got some more, we've got some ecru, we've got the Harper again. Make sure that you're putting the ruby here because that is really doing a lot of the heavy lifting on this little section. It's brightening it up, it's making it so it's not so monochromatic, and it's really forcing your customer to look at everything on the rack. A note about setting your racks, really pay attention to the order things are in. I put a lot of thought and I play around with it a lot, and I'm not necessarily just moving one collection and mass one place. I'm really putting a lot into where everything is and why it's there. So make sure that you're really looking at the photos and following those photos as closely as possible. We have another scarf, again, telling people this is great for the airplane because it is, and it's actually moving already, even though it's like 95 degrees here. We've got the black Wilda again, and then another Vella. I like these here because these are pieces that you're gonna wear under the Harper. And then we move on to the Albanese. I don't think you guys all have this color, but I left it here so that I could show you. When you're putting the Albanese on your rack, this jacket is like, we're a Lola store in the summertime, but in the wintertime, we become an Albanese store. So you wanna show your customer both ways to wear it. It is reversible and it is machine washable. And we tell basically everybody who touches this jacket that fact. Oftentimes they'll be like, but the tags. And we just let them know that with a little seam ripper, really easy to take out. Customers love this jacket. It fits great. And I love that this year they gave us some extra buttons. I think that that's a nice touch. So when it's on your rack, you're just gonna show it in two ways. Oftentimes customers won't even realize that this is the same jacket and they get really excited when they find out. And then I did a little pants waterfall. I took all of the pants that we have that have belt loops, and I did them in just an ombre color so customers can really shop this. You wanna make sure that this moment is kind of centered in between if you have like the moving racks, not the built-in racks, centered in between the collections and not like at the end of a rack. If you have questions on that, just reach out to me. Another note is you want to make sure that when you're hanging these, that they're all going in the belt loops in the same direction so that all of the pants and all of the S hooks face the right way. I even, sometimes a customer might change it, but you just want to be really consistent there, like that it's not like, consistency is something that we really look for in our floor sets. I'll go over that a little bit more when we get to the tables, but yeah, you just want it to be consistent so that they're all doing the same thing. And then for this floor set, I did break up our basics. I anticipate you guys are probably not going to be super pumped on that, but they're still selling, and I'll tell you why I did that. So here I have the originals following that great fall. Later on in the store, you'll see that I have Cotton Slub and I have Gauzy Whisper. The reason I did that is to keep your floors really bright. We have a lot of navies, we have a lot of blacks, and that's what customers are asking for. But without these white and ecru and colorful moments to break up the flow of your racks, it can look really heavy. So one of the ways that I am trying to brighten up everyone's floors and keep it feeling September, late summer, is by breaking up the white in your basics. So for this floor set, we have the originals following fall. I did that because these colors are great. They create a balance with the whole rack, so we have that. And then I just did another fall, like our early fall delivery moment. Again, just pay attention to where things are. We have the sweater vest, and then we have the posy, which, is an outfit in and of itself, but also just breaking up those blacks and those navies. And then we have Denny Graham. In the stores where you have one long rack, you will have Jenny Graham set in between the kind of blues and greens of fall, and then you'll see later on that we'll move on to kind of a lighter end of summer rack. But that is intentional because the colors of Jenny Graham, they did a great job with our buy, making sure that those colors flow with the rest of fall. And then we continue to see success with having fashion and then keeping fleece and jersey together and selling those as sets. So we love that. Very successful, very fun. Some options for your interior mannequins. I wanted to give this dress a little bit more time in the sun. All of us were bought quite heavy in this dress, and also she's very lightweight. So if you are hot, people will walk in, they can wear this now. Again, the print is fall, but fall light, which we love, so you can really wear it year round. And then I wanted to just show you how to style your Josie dress on the mannequin and on your customers, really. So first, with your collars, you want to make sure that just for visual interest, even if your customer isn't like a pop your collar customer, this just looks so much more interesting on a mannequin and so much more styled than, say, this. It gives it like a zhuzh. I love that word. And then for the sleeve, you can see I've done it. This is just another one of those little styling touches that customers love. I do this for them when they come out of the fitting room. It just reins in the sleeve a little bit. They love it. Did it over there. And then when you tie it, again, you're going to disregard those little loops. Those aren't intended to be permanent. They're just so we don't lose the belt. And we're going to do this tie at the small of her waist, which is a little bit higher than your customers will walk out having tied it themselves. But it lengthens the leg, and it's just so much more flattering. For her, I like to do a half bow. I think it's a little more fun than just like a knot, and it's a little less girly than a full bow. So it's like you're pretending you're gonna tie it in a bow, and then you just pull this out all the way, and voila, she's so cute, and she's styled. Yeah. All right, let's talk a little bit about the back of your store or your selling hotspot. That'll be over here. Sorry if the rolling rack is making some funny noises. So here is going to be either at the back of your store. I'm just going to adjust. Perfect. This is going to be at the back of your store, or on the other side of your store, depending what your layout is. And again, this is me trying to keep it really buy now, wear now. And so these are our kind of more end of summer colors. It's bright, it's fun. And again, you're gonna see that I incorporated basics in a new way. So here it's gonna be your cotton slub. And I love it because we have all of these gorgeous novelty colors. I also integrated the rib in this, FYI. So this is keeping it bright. This is a way to use white and keep your racks bright and light. And it's just all of the cotton slub novelty interspersed with some fall. So we've got the net, which is great. This has been a top seller for us in the past. We've got this gorgeous bracken color. I brought over the cotton slub arena here to really just pull this color. I've already seen this instituted in Abbott Kinney, and it's really translating in a really nice way. And then I have a small break here. And then I have your Gauzy Whisper, which we love this new vino color. We got our black, we got our vino, or our white, our vino, our black, and then you're gonna transition into your sail. So those are the racks. If you have any questions on those, don't hesitate to reach out. I love troubleshooting these. Racks are like where I get that little like itch in my heart. So please let me know if you need any help. And let's move on to the table. Let me know when we're good. Yeah. Cool. So I'm starting with the daisy dress. And I did that because we are, as I've discussed so much, in summer still. So hopefully this will also give her time in the sun. If you're not able to do this waterfall, that's fine. You can half fold her or hot dog fold her. Just, you wanna make sure that she always looks kind of interesting and full and begging to be picked up. And then I did this little vignette, and this is kind of hearkening back to what I spoke about when we were talking about the mannequins, is travel. So this is what she's gonna wear. This is her little capsule collection for what she's gonna wear when she gets there. She's gonna wear that with that. She's gonna wear this with this. She's got her sunglasses. We love it. We've got the Bella again as a base for that wardrobe, and then this wardrobe, which is gonna be perfect for how she's gonna get there. This again is like her airplane outfit, her I'm a celebrity, don't photograph me at LAX outfit, which we love. A note on tables, when you set them, you'll notice that I set them all on the same line here, and that's very intentional. And then, you know, this is a zone, that's a zone. We have kind of our center anchor zone for this, and then we have another zone over here. I have sunglasses for our store. I know that some stores can't put sunglasses out because you guys have theft problems. Totally get it. Like I mentioned in the last video, if you're gonna omit a section, this is probably gonna be the section that you can usually omit from the tables. But a note on sunglasses, on jewelry, and on just your tables in general is you wanna stay as consistent as possible. And what I mean by that is, for instance, with these sunglasses, we have our gorgeous little prices, which customers love. And you wanna make sure that when you're setting your prices, whether it's here or in your jewelry cases, that you're being consistent. So here I set them all on the lower left-hand side of the sunglasses. That way it's very clear to the customer what applies to what. So, you know, you can extend that to a lot of things in your stores, whether it's what hangers you're using in what sections, where you're placing your jewelry tags. If you're folding something and you're doing like a fold that shows the arm and you're doing that multiple places on your table, you're gonna make sure that it's always the same arm. And again, if you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out. Oh, I gave this guy a nice little roll, which again, we want our customers to wanna pick things up and like be like, oh, what is this? I gave this. Sleeves a little roll here. I made sure that where I was doing square folds, I was using the same folding board. Again, just consistency. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I'm excited to see your floors. Oh, actually a note on that as well, very important. When you're taking photos of your floors, you really want to take the best quality photos you can, because I am now compiling kind of a best of floor set and sending that off to Jenny and Henry. And it's much easier for me to feature your floor if the photos you're sending me are really high quality, well composed, and really show your whole floor in a really meaningful way. It doesn't have to be every photo, because I do know you want to show me how the table turned out, but like make sure that you're definitely including like some real main stage, you know, this is what our customer is going to feel like when they walk into the store photographs, so that I can include you in that kind of best of VMG presentation that I put together for Henry and Jenny and Arissa. So yeah, exciting to see the new collection, excited to see your floors, and thank you guys. I'll get this. We can cut this one out too.
Okay. I think I got it.